Hello folks, this is Retro Fan, retro video game collector and voice actor fan and aficionado. We welcome you to part 2 of my PlayStation 2 Extravaganza Spectaculamathon collection video. Last time, Pikachu and Eevee were surrounded by an invasion of PlayStation 2 games. Here they are again, surrounded by an invasion of PlayStation 2 games. Bit of a smaller one this time to be exact, from the second and third sections of my little shelf. Right here, and there's the PSP games, or my RPG ones. Anyway, enough distractions. I'm going to get started with Soul Calibur 2. Not a particularly great copy of Soul Calibur 2, or rather a great looking copy because a bit of dirt on there. Someone's tried to peel the hologram off and did a miserable job at it. The best fighting game ever is back. This is the PS2 version, so you've got Haiichi from the Tekken series as the guest star in this. The Xbox version, you had Spawn, and the GameCube version, Link from The Legend of Zelda. And, of course, the cherry on top being the manual is missing. And the disc is a bit scratched as well, but it plays fine. So yeah, not a particularly good looking copy of Soul Calibur 2. Bit of an RPG extravaganza for a bit. Drakengard, the first of the Drakengard games, because there is this, 2 and 3 on the PS3, and then there's the Nier series. So Nier Automata, and then the 2 recent Nier games that got announced. So yeah, all complete with the manual, but in very nice condition. And the back. It's a bit of a mixture of... Think of this as a bit of a mixture of Ace Combat and Dynasty Warriors. So yeah, it's basically a bit like those 2 games, but a bit RPG modified. So, there we go. This is Final Fantasy 11. I think this is 11. I'm not good with Roman numerals, but yeah, I think this is 11. I'm hoping to get this on the Nintendo Switch as well, because there is a remaster of it that was released for the PS4 and the Switch. I think Xbox as well. Not entirely sure. Complete with the manual. There's a little leaflet to win one of the PSP thingies. Advert for the strategy guide. And now onto a favourite little series of mine, Kingdom Hearts. This is the one where all sorts of crazy things happen with Disney characters and a bunch of different Xehanorts running around and characters going, "Me, I already have Xehanort," and the plot is so convoluted that you can't keep up with it. But I do enjoy this. It's such a enjoyable series. This is the Platinum version. This is the 2002 cover, but it's the 2006 disc on the inside. Interesting. They're complete with the manual, though Kyrie's face has been covered up by the game sticker. Bit unfortunate, poor Kyrie. She's never lucky in this series, isn't she? And Kingdom Hearts 2, just the regular black label version with a nice shiny cover. This is probably my favourite of the main series Kingdom Hearts games. I do really enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3. I thought that was a pretty decent game as well, even though it does have its fair share of problems. Complete with the manual and advertisement for the strategy guide, and a 2K Games registration card for some reason. I don't know why that's in there. Out of the RPG stuff and back to regular other stuff. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, a game that I previously had before as a kid. Really love this game. It's quite hard, but it's also a good, challenging kind of hard. So you always feel the sense of satisfaction whether you beat one of these levels. But unfortunately, not complete with the manual, and one of the things is broken off, which is a bit disappointing. Bit of crackers, a bit of cheese and crackers, eh, Gromit? Wallace and Gromit in Project Zoo. Fun little platformer. Go on, ruffle some feathers. Yeah, this is a fun little platformer featuring Wallace and Gromit doing all sorts of things in a zoo. Complete with the manual. Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, which this was Crash 4. But not anymore, because this Crash 4 has basically replaced it as Crash 4. And honestly, a good thing too, if I'm being generally honest, because this is not exactly that great of a title. Platinum version, though. As you can see, not a great copy of it because the case thingy is a bit broken. As you can see there, it's unfortunately kind of broken on a compact disc as well, which is not regular for these sort of Crash games. Complete with the manual. And this is another one I used to have as a kid. It was also the platinum version I had, which seems to be pretty common for some reason. It's only the black label ones that are common. Crash Nitro Kart. And basically Crash 2 got this from Cash Converters for 99p, and as you can see, actually I'll take the manual out for a sec. As you can see, it's actually got the signature from Billy West, which I got from the Yorkshire Cosplay Common. I actually met him. From the manual, he is in this game, which you can't see because the camera's a bit dog-anus, but as you can see, he voiced Nash and Zam in this game, so that's very nice. It was really cool to get his signature and actually meet him. Did feel a bit awkward though, but then again, it was still nice to see him regardless. There's the disc. It's the black label version, platinum disc inside, and as I already showed you, the manual's there. And then we got Crash Twinsanity. Again, not a particularly great copy because as you can see, it's a photocopied cover, and I didn't actually realise that when I first bought it. Yeah, photocopied cover, it's a bit messed up at the top, it's scratched up. And unfortunately it doesn't have the manual, but it is the official proper disc inside, not a pirate copy, not a fake one or anything. So yeah, just probably might find another copy of this someday. The Simpsons Road Rage. This is basically Crazy Taxi but with the Simpsons in it. And fun fact, they actually got sued by Sega for it. Unfortunately, no manual again for this one. And this is a great one. The Simpsons Hit and Run. Practically perfect as a Simpsons game could be. Well, not practically perfect because it does have its fair share of flaws. But as far as Simpsons games goes, this is definitely one of the good ones. So definitely check it out. It's basically GTA but Simpsons. So basically, if you weren't allowed to get the GTA games, you could probably try this out instead. It'd definitely fill your satisfied needs. Disney Pixar Cars. Another one I used to have as a kid. Complete with the manual. Again, nice condition. And the last one for this part is Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc. Not got much to say about this one. Is there anything else in there? No. And the last thing before I end this part is this thing right here, which is a Exploder V2 cheat system that I found at CEX for pretty cheap, so obviously I decided to pick it up. So yeah, it's a nice thing to have in the collection. It's got a poster and an instruction manual. There's a little disc right there. So there we go. Part 2 is done and dusted. See you all for part 3.